Alright, welcome back everybody to another episode of City Skylines. So I decided that we should probably work on downtown. We really haven't worked on downtown all that much, so get some more offices going in here and whatnot. I did let this run off camera a little bit just to get the population back up with what happened to this area. It's come back pretty well. I mean, we're up to about going on like 35,000 people, going on 40,000 people roughly. Also, what I did is off camera, I did fix this up. So I added a left turn lane and a right turn lane, and I added street lights to both sides. I also changed up the lanes and everything, and did some timing. So now everything should be kind of synced up, and everybody should be able to move through here freely, which should be a good thing. So that was, it was fairly simple. I was doing that while I was just waiting on kind of the population to grow a little bit and kind of take care of everything. But oh yeah, I was doing this just to see how many cars actually use that. Is we'll want to get that going, and we want to get this going too. We have currently at least three interchanges to work on, if not four, if you include this one, because I want to get continuous 2 lanes and at least continuous 3 lanes going all the way into town here, so if we can. So that'll probably be something we do at a later date. We're not going to necessarily do that right now. The other thing I would like to do as well is actually build this so that this road bridges up and over this highway here. And actually, I noticed I didn't turn on the what do you call it? The Roads United. So we'll have to do that very shortly. Okay, I thought that was 4 lanes. It's hard to tell sometimes with that without that Network Skins mod, or not Network Skins. I keep calling it Network Skins, but Road United mod. So what I was kind of thinking is that we get a diagonal road going through here. I think that would look good, but it's also going to help traffic. And then what I'm thinking is it'll actually just kind of end at one of these intersections. But I really don't know where, if we were to do it, just where it would end and, what we would do. We could, like, bring it off of this road here, maybe. And, at some point then start, dragging it off in a diagonal. I did something like that in one of my personal cities before it went up in smoke, basically, but I don't know. I really don't know. This isn't really built out enough for me to kind of decide to do that, so I don't know if we're going to actually do that. I don't really like how that looks. We could kind of make that look a little bit nicer. Maybe we could, because I really don't like how that looks right there. Let's see if we can fix that, and we also need to one-way this road as well. Let's take care of that real quick too. So yeah, we're just going to kind of play a little bit of attention to downtown, because we've kind of been working on everything else. We've been working kind of like on the suburbs. We've been working on the shopping center. We've been working on even the other side of town, but we really haven't been working too much on downtown with like the office buildings and stuff. So that's kind of what I want to do now. Okay, so yeah, because I want to get some more, jobs and stuff going in here, definitely. So, let me look at this real quick. So if we do, so we have that guy coming down. So if we do, because this guy splits off and comes into there. I really would like to get a diagonal going in here, but I don't know how it's going to. I really don't feel like, tearing up this whole area just trying to do that. And there's really no need for it. Maybe as we get farther down and this gets farther split apart, I think that'll become... So maybe the next intersection will start a diagonal that maybe we can kind of bring up into here, or just kind of end it here or something, just to kind of get it out of the way. So let's go and extend this guy down a little bit, just to have it. And there we go. So I'm going to try and keep an eye. I used the wrong one. I'm going to try and keep an eye on the time. Unfortunately, my second monitor died on me earlier this week, so I can't really put my... I'm basically going back to old school here of how I used to keep track of time. I actually have to look at my phone, or, kind of keep something around to actually make sure, I'm not, spending an hour on this recording, but... because normally I can just throw Bandicam up on the second monitor. I can glance over and be like, okay, we're only 5 minutes in, or we're 25 minutes in. But now I gotta actually kind of judge it and actually hopefully look at my phone and not go too far and too crazy. So if any episodes are kind of long or, you know, short or anything, that could possibly be the reason. So just so you know. Should we bring that down, or should we just connect that into there? It doesn't really connect into there. Is that straight up from there? I think it does twitch a little bit. I was almost thinking park as well. Maybe we can connect this guy down to here. And then I was thinking, yeah, maybe making this the park. Actually, that could look pretty good. Putting a nice little park right here in the middle of all these offices. As we'll also be doing housing right here too. Actually, yeah, I think I like that. So I'm going to do that. But these guys are going to continue like this. So, you know, in a couple episodes, we will start working on a couple of these parks because we need to get the high school going as well as the elementary school going in the small town, the soon-to-be, you know, probably suburb. It is a suburb. This city is just so new and small that it's kind of hard to count it as a suburb. But I mean, it is a suburb in many ways. So, yeah. So we'll take care of that. And what I was thinking we could do with this road here is we'll actually bring it across the river, and I'm actually thinking that we'll have it line up with this road, and this road will come across the river. So hopefully they will still use the freeway, because I would rather them do that. So one of these times I may just connect it up, and maybe after we get this interchange done, just connect it up kind of roughly and kind of see what kind of traffic uses it, and then kind of go from there if we want to actually do that or not. Because you know, I don't want to, you know, the freeways can handle it. The freeways can handle the traffic, but the actual, you know, city streets, you know, it's not meant for it. But I'm hoping not, because, you know, for one, it's gonna be a lot slower than taking the freeway, first and foremost. So I'm hoping that right there will kind of encourage them not to do that. Alright, so let's do something like that. So this will expand out a little bit more. That curves up. That doesn't even connect in there. We could bring that guy to connect into there, but I kind of like that. You know, that doesn't happen very often over here, so, you know, it doesn't line up perfectly, which I think actually looks pretty good. Let's see here. What if we brought it off of here and actually had it curve up and then connect into there? I think that's a little too close to this. What if we just had that end there? Because I don't want to encourage them to use that as like a through road and just completely obliterate it. That's not fun at all to deal with. So I'm not entirely sure how to go about that yet. Let's go ahead and put down... Let's go and put down a little bit more of this down here, since that's already there, as well as there, and then we'll put down some of these guys. So I was kind of looking around here, and I was like, where should we put our kind of, you know, congregation of tall buildings? And I'm kind of thinking, you know, maybe in this general area here, this will be, or maybe even just kind of in between these two roads, kind of, you know, in here, we'll put some of our tall buildings in there and kind of call it good from there, which I think would look pretty good. But we're not really there yet. I was just kind of, you know, kind of looking at it, seeing what to imagine and what we should do from there. Okay, so we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that because that's going to become a park, which is all good. This is all going to become offices, so we're going to have a fairly large instance of offices coming in. Unfortunately, that's messed up. We might be able to fill something in there. I don't know yet. Alright, so we'll do that. We'll do that. We can remove that. Normally I'd leave that, but I think for that one I'm going to remove it. Maybe we can put something on the corner, almost right here. Wonder if we can... Yeah, I'm not going to mess with it. We're going to put a park there, so I'm not going to mess with it too much. Yeah, and as lately I've been playing a lot of Prison Architect. I have like 20 episodes done on that, and I've only uploaded like 4, I think, maybe 3 or 4. So I've got those edited out, or, you know, got some of them edited out, and these traffic lights are the complete wrong ones. Is that on all of them? That is on all of them. So I'm going to have to go back and figure that one out, because I don't like those. Those do not look right. Oh, that's going to be a little bit of work. But, so yeah, I've been doing that, but I'm hoping to get a little ahead on this video. If I could do, you know, I don't know what I can do right at this point with, you know, with my schedule, but, you know, I was thinking, like, how nice it'd be if I could do, like, 2 videos a day, you know, 1 City Skylines, 1 Prison Architect, you know, maybe 5 days a week, not 7 days a week, but, you know, 5 days a week. That'd be really, you know, that'd be really nice. But, you know, we'll see how that goes. We did put some offices up there, so maybe we can fill in this area here as well. And one thing I was thinking of doing is, I'll take a look here in a second. I just want to get that. Okay. All those are good. Okay, we probably need to put some water down. But I was thinking of turning this road into one with the center turn lane as it comes across into downtown here. I think that would actually look really good for what this road is. I was also maybe thinking of doing the 2-lane, you know, narrow, where it takes up the same amount of space, which I might do to begin with, and then we may, you know, decrease it from there. But the reason why I'm thinking of doing that is just because it's going to make it a lot easier, because with the center turn lane one, we have to put down you know, lane markings on every intersection to make it work right, or else we'll just drive right down the middle, and it's so annoying, so frustrating. It's like, for most people, you know, they may kind of turn a blind eye to that, but I see that, and it just doesn't look right to me. It drives me crazy, and it's like, you know, it just doesn't fit in with my, you know, I like things, you know, I don't expect this game to be fully realistic, but, you know, I like things to be a little bit more, you know, on the realism side. So you know, it does bug me a little bit for that reason. And I'm thinking of maybe getting this Riverside neighborhood going here soon too. Let's fill in this area. Oops. Like so. So we got that. Yeah, that just doesn't look right. We're going to need to default those. But I'm going to do that off camera, because that's going to take a while, and I have to make sure we get the right lights and everything. And maybe I'll even experiment with different lights for this area. We'll see. Alright. Power. We need to make sure to get that properly run. Does anybody actually use these roads? I don't think so. That's fine. I was kind of thinking of maybe we can make this one a narrow 2-lane as it comes down. It just kind of fits like the main kind of road scenario, so maybe we might do that. In fact, yeah, let's do that. Maybe we can make it a 1-way as well. But because I think that'll work for what we're trying to do here. Just kind of encourage people to use that road as they come down, and it, you know, it just fits the downtown feel. I think is the main thing. I'm just trying to get it to feel like a downtown. Okay, so we'll do that for now. All right. So we got quite a bit of offices coming in here, or that can come in here. They're not coming in right now, but they probably will be here shortly. And I hope that we didn't kill too much demand when we did the port over here, which is doing pretty well. As you can see, there's a lot of traffic coming in here, and also leaving as well. There's some parts of the day when this area kind of gets a little stopped up, but it's actually not as bad as it could be. It's not as bad as it's about what I expected. Is actually what I'm trying to say. It's not as bad as, you know, as I was thinking it could be. You know, my worst case scenario, you know, was like this whole area would just end up in gridlock. But you know, there's just not a huge amount of traffic coming through here. I mean, there's a lot of traffic coming through here, but not enough to cause a stop per se. Like, there will be a little bit of a backup, like at the merge points here. But there's not really enough traffic feeding into it continuously that kind of just, you know, piles up the backup. So we'll just have to see, you know, what that does. Yeah, that's all doing good. And that's all doing good over here. I don't think I was able to do this episode because I think I actually did this episode and the audio didn't work on it. And oh yeah, on this rail yard here, which you can't see very well now, but they did... there's a mod now to remove the guide wires on single tracks. So I'm going to go back and fix up It's weird. I'm gonna go back and fix up some of the single tracks and whatnot, and get those all sorted out, and hopefully fix up the rail yard. If I have to redo it, I will. I probably won't do it on camera, but you know, it'll probably be redone with single tracks because it'll look way better than the dual tracks that we had before. So this intersection's getting used. I doubt anybody's really going that way. There's really no need. That's working pretty good. That's working pretty good. So yeah, that's another way for people to get up and around. They are getting off there, and they are getting on there. Okay. Yeah, that'll probably be something we need to get done as well. I think we have like, here it is. We have, let's see, how many people do we have over here? Oh yeah, okay. So we're at about 7,000 people over here, which is really nice. Traffic's holding up pretty well. You know, there's a fair amount of traffic, you know, no doubt. One thing I did notice, oh yeah, that's the other thing I did. I put some trees and stuff along here. I want to watch and see. A lot of these guys have been making, yeah, see, they make U-turns, and then they get right back onto the freeway. I'm not really understanding that one. So they get off there, they go here, they make a U-turn, and then they get back on. And I don't really know what's going on there. I don't know if it's maybe something with the speed limit or whatever of this road. Because I know they had an issue of going straight through here, and that's when I did the turns and stuff there. But yeah, that's about it. That's about all I did. I don't know really why the game is doing that. Alright, so that's coming through. That's looking good. Oh, okay, that's what that's doing. Okay. So yeah, as you can see, we have a fairly good amount of cars, and they're slowing up here. You know, they're merging and whatnot, but it's not terrible. Like it ends up moving again. You know, it does get a little heated at rush hour. You know, there's a couple times when you're kind of like, oh, is anybody gonna make it? But you know, for the most part, it gets done. I really like how this turned out. It's kind of like at an angle here. You know, it's kind of all messed up and mashed up here, which, you know, in all honesty, could have been something that was caused when the freeway came through. You know, so that's nice. There was an issue. Was it on this interchange? I think it was this interchange, where for some reason, I think it was like this first intersection, like there was just a car stuck I had to remove, and it just the gridlock in this whole area was just intense because that one car couldn't figure itself out. Okay, so we put a light there, so maybe we should, I really want to make that road with the center turn lane, but that's gonna be a lot of work. So let's hold off on that for now. Let's see here. If we go into the Rico, and I think it's under, is it under here? Maybe put down a fairly, you know, good sized building maybe in here, kind of get things going with employment and everything. I don't really, I put that building down all the time. Yeah, some of these are going to require moving around some of the streets to get them to fit properly. I think we just looked at that one. We have a little bit of a taller building. That would be kind of nice to have. It just about fits. The 4x4, we could kind of make it work. It's maybe just a little bit, you know, just kind of a little prosperity for this area. It actually fits perfectly in the 4x4. Is that... I think I've fixed that one up already. Because I go through and I edit these in RICO because I don't always agree with like the number of employees, and I don't really agree with having to pay like so much to plop some of these down. You know, we could kind of make this the taller building area because I feel like this is going to be high-rise housing, at least a good part of here. So maybe this should be the area of taller buildings. So many decisions to make. I was kind of thinking just kind of somewhere in between here as well. But this would kind of make sense over here. Kind of the tallest buildings. But I think I want to put, because this is 2 lanes, right? So I think I want to put this guy right here. We're gonna put him right there. How many people? Of course. We need to go click on this over here. What is you guys' problems? Garbage? Garbage, yeah, we're gonna have to fix that. Well, we haven't done this interchange yet, so we probably should do that here very shortly. Oh, we got a pretty good little backup here. Is that mainly trash trucks? It's mainly trash trucks through there. Alright. We're gonna need to figure that one out, I guess. It's backing up onto the freeway. I mean, at least we have a merger lane there, so it's not a huge deal. But we probably need to do maybe a double right there or something along those lines. Is that that's not a traffic light. Okay, so one of the issues is left turns there. We don't have a traffic light there, okay. So we might have to limit left turns and kind of force them to do it at the light. I'm not sure yet. But they're moving okay right now. Okay, so I want to take a look. How many people does this employ? Oh, wow, I did not realize I set it that high. But, okay. Actually, I don't think I did set it that high. I don't remember ever editing this building here, so... But that's going to take anything around, out of the surrounding areas. I think part of the issue is education. Because if we look, yeah, elementary school is dropping again. And university's good. High school is dropping again, too. We have multiple problems. What's your guys' deals over here? Let's see here. Okay, garbage and crime rate. Okay. Well, we could probably take care of the crime rate because we probably don't have much over here. Yeah, the nearest thing that we have is over there. We haven't done anything over here. Okay. Let's go and plop a station down over here to get that taken care of, and that should also help these guys out as well, which would be nice. And we definitely want to get this interchange going too. And I was thinking of making this not necessarily even a full-blown interchange. I was thinking of possibly just building a loop, and then maybe a loop to get on, or maybe just something like that, so it'd be kind of like a partial interchange. I don't really want to push things too close together and cause too many problems. Okay. So this area's looking pretty good. It's growing up pretty quick. I think garbage is going to be an issue because of where I put it, but we'll work on that shortly. The other thing I want to do is work on getting this road expanded out all through here, because if we look... actually, we did. What's up with this road here? Is it because of the close proximity of everything? Do we just need a traffic light here, I wonder? Do we don't have like a priority sign there, do we? Okay. So if we make these guys stop, I don't know which vehicle is causing problems over here. But I think one thing that we could do is get away with putting a traffic light there, obviously. Is that the one that will take you? Yes. Okay, so that'll probably have a traffic light in the end anyways. I don't know what's going on here. Let's remove a couple more of these vehicles because they're just kind of sitting there, and that's something I noticed with the... Yeah, see this guy? Is with some of them just doing that. I think that's just a parked car. Yeah, I think that was part of the issue right there. It does some weird stuff sometimes. I don't know what they're... Oh, because they're blocking the intersection. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, I would like to get that going because... Well, that's already pretty well taken care of. I guess we need to figure out something with this intersection here. We could... we could do this just to get them out of the way. So they'll kind of give them a dedicated turn lane. Doing that, it did kind of get things moving a little bit, which is good to see. We do want to put a traffic light here, though. Oops, no, we want to put a traffic light. There we go. And then did that was supposed to, did that remove that? Okay. So We'll put a stop sign there, so there'll be a space for one car at least to turn right there or turn left there. Hopefully that'll work out. Alright, so I'll kind of clear up that area. And that kind of takes back to that. Okay. And I'm thinking that this whole area will probably become a 2-lane. This road definitely has a lot of traffic on it. Okay, so they're all coming down here, going across here, turning down here. Okay. They're all just trying to get across. That makes kind of sense. Well, what I'm thinking is that at least coming across here, this is what we'll do. We are going to change these to that. And then I don't think we need a stoplight there, but that'll get a right turn lane there. So anybody going straight can just kind of go through. Alright. Definitely a little bit of a traffic nightmare of people trying to get to work over here in the offices, which is understandable. Is there any way to encourage them to kind of come all the way down to here? Because I feel like these roads would be able to handle it a little bit better. I don't know why they're going that way. We could bump up the speed limit a little bit along. Let's see, we go to speed limit, so they're 40. So maybe if we do a 50, because I think they're like 25 miles an hour on those roads. So maybe if we bump the speed up a little bit, it'll kind of encourage them to go that way. I don't know. It seems to work when I take the speed limit down to kind of encourage them to go a different way. So we'll see, but this is backing up all the way into here now. So we need to be a little careful here. So if we do, we add a priority sign, and we just set that one to a yield, just so any cars coming straight through, they'll yield to them, but hopefully it'll make them move a little bit quicker through there. Almost want to turn off crossings there, but I think that's helping out a lot. Look at this sidewalk. Look at this. Like there's like no room to cross here. That's crazy. It's like the street lights. It's like nothing. But I've walked. I work next to a road that's like this, where the street lights come out of the sidewalk like that, and it's like almost impossible to. It's like if you meet anybody else coming on that road, you have to wait for them because there's no way that you're gonna fit through there. Alright, so this road should be kind of like a bypass. Yeah, look at all the people that end up on that road. That's crazy. They come down there and get on the freeways and whatnot. Yep. That's pretty crazy. This parking lot's filling up. That's filling up. Okay. Did we have any new offices coming in? No, not really. What's your problem? Too few services. I guess we haven't really put too many services over here, have we? We didn't really put a fire station down. We could put a fire station maybe like right here, because it'll fit. It'll be on the road a little bit, but how does that look? I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna pretend like that didn't happen, because that kind of fits pretty good if it wasn't for that one little notch right there. Power, great. Not enough workers. Okay, so we could put a little bit of a park down here, because I don't think we put too many parks down. So if we do maybe something like this, like right up here, that'll connect to power, and then hopefully kind of grow this area a little bit as well, because this area definitely needs some growth. And I think buses will help too, but I want to kind of put those off as much as possible. But they will help out traffic quite a bit. I want to maybe make that bridge all the way to there, just to make it look right, because it looks kind of weird with the crosswalk right there and everything. I like how this road kind of dips down though. It looks pretty good. These parking lots are filling up too. Look at this. Jeez. We could put like a connection. I don't know. Nah, never mind. I was thinking of maybe putting a pedestrian path to kind of connect up that to the neighborhood, but we're not going to. It looks like they're doing happier, so maybe that'll go away in a little bit. These are all still zoned out. Okay. Yeah, I didn't feel like we would have too much growth because of how things have gone. But we're slowly pushing towards 40,000 people, which is crazy, and we have a lot of traffic in this area. What happened there? I don't know. I really don't know what happened here. Are all these guys coming from back over here to get on over there? Because then if they are, then I need to fix something again. No. They're all just coming from these areas. Jeez. Alright. What about over here? Ah. They are coming from over there. Okay, so we're going to have to fix that one up. Okay, but I'm sure there's something that we can fix up here. Because I really don't want this traffic getting onto here. That's just going to make my life a lot more difficult. For sure. I mean, at least it's kind of free-flowing through here, but them using that as a bypass is just not going to work. Not going to work at all. Why are they turning down here? Really? That just doesn't... I don't understand. Okay. So that's all good. Alright, so if we do... This is all growing out pretty well. So we didn't do too much in this episode. We were kind of just checking up everything and kind of getting everything all figured out and sorted out. So definitely, if you guys like the series, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe and check out all my other videos I do on this channel. And as always, thanks for watching.